Okay, day one of living on a state pension, and I woke up this morning to hear my own dulcet tones on the radio, which was a bit surprising, but it certainly opened my eyes. They interviewed me last week about the experiment, and they ran it this morning because it was the first day. Once I was up and about, my main task was a food shop, because obviously my cupboards, my fridge, my freezer are all effectively empty for the purposes of the project, so that was something of a priority. My £58.19 was burning a hole in my purse, but of course I have to remember that that still lasts me the whole week, so I couldn't go too mad. If I'm honest, I found the supermarket trip really difficult. Not the journey, because I was lucky enough to get a lift there from a photographer who was taking some pictures for the local newspaper, but the actual shopping. Not that that is something that anyone who knows me would believe possible, but I did find it hard. I don't plan my meals. I think good food is one of life's pleasures, and suddenly having a tight budget was really difficult. I usually get my fresh items, my meat, my veg, my fruit, from specialist local shops, because I like knowing where it comes from. I like that it's fresh, but the supermarkets offer it all so much more cheaply, so it was a really difficult decision, but that's obviously where I got it from in the end. I had a bit of a think about what I was going to buy, keep back to my my student days, and think about what would be filling and tasty and last me the week. And I think I've done okay. I've got enough ingredients for a casserole, some soup, pasta dish, each of which will last me at least a couple of meals, so hopefully that's okay. And also the basics like bread, milk, tea bags and so on. I did have to compromise and buy a lot of own brand stuff rather than premium products, but it was in the egg aisle, bizarrely, where I had a real crisis of confidence and conscience. I always buy free range eggs, it's something that I feel quite strongly about, but here I was with half a dozen eggs for about 80p in one hand and the free range ones for £1.58 in the other. But when I thought about it, I realised that if I bought the cheap eggs, I wouldn't enjoy them, I probably wouldn't eat them, because I wouldn't feel happy with it. So I did buy the free range ones. But it did beg the question that if I was really living on a pension, could I afford to have those kind of morals? And that's something that I'd never really considered before. But my whole shop today came to just under £24, which was less than I expected. I even managed to get a bottle of wine in there, so I'm not totally deprived this week. I have been congratulating myself, but I've realised that I will have to replenish items like bread and milk, and also I didn't buy as much fruit as I'd intended to originally, so that's something else I need to look at. I am wondering if maybe I should take some money out of my purse and have a sort of a slush fund, so that if I do need things later on in the week, I've definitely got some money there rather than finding that I've run out. But all things considered, day one hasn't been too bad. I will be kept out of mischief this evening, as I've been asked to take part in a programme on Harrogate Hospital Radio, so apart from the fuel to get there, it won't cost me anything, that will be free. Day one hasn't been too bad. I'm still a bit apprehensive though about the future days, because I think it will get harder, so I'll keep you posted.